So right students, here is how we calculate histogram. I have taken an image lena.jpg, and here I have taken an IMHist and I comma 64. Like here I have written 64 is all about to what extent we should calculate the histogram values. So 64 bits or how many bits. So this is what the histogram values of Lena image, right? This particular image. So based on the pixels, it will be given. So if you can take what is the resolution of Lena image is all about, like you can see 256 comma 256. So based on that only, it's all about 250 to 256. So these based on this x value only, you will be calculating, you will be giving the values like this is what histogram values. So if you want to adjust or if you want to do something like based on the histogram values of these pixels, we'll be trying to get adjusted or get uh, calculating, doing some median filtering. All this can be done with the help of these histogram values. Means if there is any missing in this image value, any pixels are missing or some adjustment has to be done, then these histogram values are helping us, right? So as I said, actually we cannot do directly. If I want to apply something, like if I want to do some calculation related, like if I want to apply some transformation techniques, because like if some images are like having some sort of high end means we cannot get the enhancement if they, if it is affected with blurred values or if it is affected with some different noises and we cannot filter it out directly. So we should convert those images into gray. Means directly the color images cannot be uh, uh, go with processing of some applying some transformation techniques or some sort of filtering techniques. I cannot apply directly. So because of that, um, we usually try to convert that color image into grayscale image. So generally, I try to take this baby image and the same thing we used to write whatever CLC. Now I take I is equals to IMREAD read of that baby. So generally we used to this is BMP file. So we can write like this in the quotations, but not every time. Means I'm saving the total files in the same folder. That is the reason I'm directly writing the file name. But usually, if you are trying to take that image from some a different path, then you have to take total the image path, everything means where it has saved everything. So like this, like you have to go with the properties and you should take copy this location, right? You have to copy the location and then you have to write in the path like this. See colon user my Rohit desktop and images, there I have taken this path. So then only I can read the file. So only because like in previous like I have directly taking path, it means like it was like automatically everything was there. That is the major reason. Means whatever my files are also trying to read from the same path. That is the major reason I'm able to see. Sorry, here I have not used a semicolon. You can see, guys. So I'm reading the image. So by reading the image, these are the matrices values of that image actually. So that is the reason I used to keep the semicolon, only because like while I'm reading this image, these matrices values of this image like x and y direction values all are reading. So that is the reason in previous session I used to say. So because of that, it is taking much time. If I use semicolons, it doesn't take much time actually. Yeah, you can see this. So this is what the time. So here, now I am converting that RGB to gray. It is a red color image. Color image means it's an RGB color. RGB, red, green. It's a combination of red, green, and blue. So here I'm converting RGB to gray. Of which image I'm trying to do is all about I. So actually this figures like, so this is how I have converted RGB to gray. So actually I should maintain the figures. So I do one thing, instead of having multiple figures, I go with subplot. You guys, if you go with signal processing, you already know 2 comma 1 comma 1. So here subplot of here 2 comma 1 comma 2. So this is how. If you want, this is you can see in vertical. So I'm in one figure only. I'm trying to adjust both. If you want to go with a horizontal, you can write here actually. So this is number of rows and columns. Based on that, you can write like this also. So like this, guys, to convert RGB to gray.